Do you know why? Because we...
Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Grammy is yelling. Posted an article on the DR of James Bond on Discord. It's one thing to Amazon has every right to take Bond's guns away. Maybe you don't capitulate to the billionaire bullshit company like in your article about what they're doing. You know? Oh man, Alan Wake 2 is on PlayStation Plus. What a cool game that I paid $70 for last year. It was on sale almost immediately afterwards and is now on a subscription service. Alan Wake 2. It's on PlayStation Plus. Sorry, you missed the whole thing. I'm sorry. All right.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Nope. Yeah.
What?
I knew Nuju would be happy.
What?
Oh. I've been wanting to play that game. Hey, guess what? I recognize this. Is this no. Super Nintendo. I recognize this. I don't know if it comes with the DLC, so keep an eye out for that. Which reminds me, I still need to play the DLC with Aaron. And I need to find a video of all of the New Game Plus differences. It's not like Illusion of Gaia, right? No. Was it a Phantasy Star? Was there a Phantasy Star on Super Nintendo? That's a Sega property, right? I thought those were all on the Genesis and shit. Well, they only have 2 Star Ocean games. Why do I recognize this? I don't think I have Star Ocean. Yeah, no, I only have Star Ocean Blue Sphere. That's funny. All right.
I'm escaping to the
There we go, wandering beneath the clear blue Star Ocean.
Space!
Saying hello. Is this Phasmagoria? Saying, how are you? I think it's older than that. It was on DOS. King's Quest. You don't have old King's Quest? All right. I guess it could be OG Civ. I have no idea what like the OG Civ looked like. What are we doing down here? Saying, how you doing today? Saying you missed me talking about Digimon cards. Strategy. Might and Magic? Like... Okay, it is Might and Magic. That's not the one I meant to click. Correct franchise, wrong saga. So is it Heroes? It is! I'm doing pretty okay, got some breakfast. Trying to suppress history brain during what I saw of you playing 1000-Year Vampire. Yeah, listen, it doesn't take place during a canonical year, so there's no way to know what's happening. I don't know, is this some Fallout character? With horns in their arms? Nah. What? A ghoul could have horns in their arms. I don't know. Fucking, ow, Jesus. Oh. Grim scratched the shit out of my inner thigh last night, laying in my lap, and let me tell you, it hurts a lot. It hurts mucho gusto. No, that's like. Gusto is like, right? Yeah, me gusta. It hurts a shit lot. That's what I get for saying other languages. I don't know other languages. All right, I'm gonna skip because I don't know. Okay. Grim. Yeah, what are you up to? Comes walking out of the kitchen like he's not doing something. Gets scratched. The pleasure's not mine. Is this like a character from Wasteland 3? Is this just like cordyceps zombie? Zombie. Oh, they're called clickers. Yeah, okay. It looked like they had a gun. It looked like they had a gun in their pants at the start. That's why I was like, is this a Fallout character of just like, yeah, this is some like weird ghoul guy. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Because this isn't a character. This is like if you put up a Pokemon and we're like, oh, the answer is Pokemon. Coming to see Matt tracking a clicker's crotch. Do I Boat Relics Sailing Kickstarter. Kickstarter. Relics Sailing. Kickstarter. Buggin', what's it called? What's it called? What's that game? Fuck. The sad one. The sad one that I'm mad at. What's it called? Spiritfarer. Okay. Sad Boats is funny. It wasn't the year that was the problem as much as specifically the place you chose. Oh, I don't know. Why am I mad at it? They took forever to remove some problematic stuff regarding disability. That was that they were made aware of like literally the day after the game came out. It took them a very long time. Today I learned, yeah, it took them like 2 years to remove, to rewrite a character's voice line, and not, I don't think it was voiced because I don't think that game is voiced, but yeah, they did eventually fix it, but Sea of Stars. Hell yeah. That was early on that one too. I'm pretty happy about that. All right, what's this? What's this bullshit? Up. Early Xbox. No, it's a Nintendo game. It's a Nintendo game. It's a Mario game. It's not Mario Brothers. And it is not on the Switch, Wii, Nintendo, 3DS, or Wii U. So it's a weird, not remade game. So that leaves us with a GameCube. That leaves us with some Nintendo 64 games. I was gonna guess Paper Mario, but I believe you can play Paper Mario on NSO. OG Smash. Can you not play OG Smash on NSO? Tried New Super Mario Brothers. All of those were on the Wii or the DS, I believe. I don't know what NSO is. Nintendo Switch Online? The emulators that you pay for? It's not a platformer. Maybe it is Smash Brothers. Would Smash Brothers be considered Mario franchise? Yes. All right. Okay. You could also apparently play Smash Brothers on the Wii. It's also wild. You can't play Smash Brothers on the Switch? What the fuck are we doing? So it's a Famicom game. It's a Super Famicom game. It's a Super Nintendo game. It's not an RPG. So it's not Super Mario. It's not Mario All-Stars. Not Mario All-Stars. Fuck. What am I saying? Mario and the seven stars? The RPG. It's the correct franchise, but the wrong saga. Is it like Wario's Woods? Wasn't that a Game Boy game? It was an NES game. It's not an NES game. It is not an NES game. So it's a Super Nintendo game specifically. And not something that was popular enough for them to port. Ever. Mario versus Wario. What is that? Is that even? No. Is there a Yoshi game? I think, I can't remember if the Yoshi's Island game was Super Nintendo or GBA. Yeah, Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island. No? Oh, St. Giga worked on that? That's interesting. Okay. It's a platformer, you're right. You're right. Very funny that Yoshi's Island is a kid's game, but Mario is not a kid's game. It's interesting. Okay. God, is it a Satellaview game? That'd be fucking so funny. So what's a Mario game but not a Mario game? You could try Super Mario RPG. It is not an RPG based on Sea of Stars. So we know that. The painting game, but that's not side view. It is also current, it is I would not call that side view. If they say that that's side view, it's also apparently a kid's game. Is Paper Mario a platformer? No, but it is an RPG. Well, it's also kind of a platformer, but it's not a platformer in that they God, I'm gonna do Mario Paint, and I'm gonna be mad about Mario Paint, aren't I? That's not fucking side view. It's also playable on the Switch too. I guess Intelligent Systems worked on it. I'll take the win. Do you know what's so annoying? I was like, it's not Paper Mario because of this and this. Tennis. Tennis, hello. That's Geralt, that's easy. That's Geralt. Hey, you could have, I mean, I guess I feel like they're leaning towards men a little bit harder than women, but also like, you know, you have a mix. John Halo was in this, good for him. Yeah, his is really funny. His was really funny because it's this. Yeah, it's real. This is I gotta say, we get annoyed with Game Dull. We get annoyed with Game Dull. This has been the funniest thing. This has been the absolute funniest thing. What was it, 4? It was 3. I like for gender they put Pokemon, that's fine. And then it's, what is that? It's very funny, she's like, oh, that's Charizard. It's very funny to know in my heart that that's Charizard. You know? Oh, I forgot about Guess the Game. Is this V Rising? No. Is this Dark Souls 1? PC, PS4, Xbone. Looks like V Fall. It got I think it got leaked that the new Humble Choice is gonna have V Rising, which we'll know in like 2 hours. We'll know in like 2 hours. What is this? What is this? Thief the new one. Could be. I don't know which one is the one. I think it's just called Thief. Yeah, because the original version was like Thief the Dark Project or something, right? No. Stealth. It's not the right like color palettes for Dishonored. It's not the right palettes for Dishonored. Stealth is also a wild genre to just be like, stealth, like. It's not like Prey. I did turn the volume down to see if the sirens were coming from outside of the music. I did do the same thing. I was like, what is that noise? Yeah, if any of the music comes up with weird stuff, please just let me know. Fuck. What's that game? Both me and Saint, Eurojank, it's like Shadow... Styx, Master of Shadows. Thief, but a goblin. I would not have been able to tell you the name of the game. Listen, you know, I'm the gamer. You know, it's me, the gamer. Oh, what's in the October? I remember there being hype about it back in the day and then knowing no one who played it. I own it, I just haven't played it. I just have not played it. Typical fake gamer behavior. Yeah, I am the gamer, but also I'm a fake gamer. I'm a gamer, but also fake gamer. All right. All right. Let's get back. Let's get back to good, fun times, vampire times, huh? Let's get back to good time only, good vibes. vampire time. Good murder rhymes. So again, if you want to check out 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, you can go get it on Tim's itch page. I also, you can take a physical, you can take a community copy. There are currently, as I scroll down, 971,572 community copies still available. He is currently he is currently working on the sequel, which would also be in stores. But if you like the digital version, I highly recommend. I have the physical version, like you can see it on the camera. I highly recommend you pick up the physical version. It is a fantastic artifact of a game. It is a fantastic physical thing to have. 2,000-Year-Old Vampire? No, so I actually missed this getting announced. It's called So You've Met a 1,000-Year-Old Vampire? It is explicitly, he calls it a sequel to this game. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I'm very curious what it is and what that means. So, living his best interview with the vampire life. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we gotta roll our dice and we gotta figure out what our next prompt is. 6 subtracted from 9 is 3. So we're gonna do prompt number 4. Prompt number 4 says, you are exposed and flee to a neighboring region. Lose. Can we skip to the next track? It's getting very distracting. Yeah, what is this? Oh yeah, okay. I should figure out, I saw, somebody made a Music Bee, plugin to plug into OBS Tuna, and then I could, control Music Bee from my Stream Deck, probably. And that would make adding and removing and doing stuff a lot easier because I could build like playlists based on my music, and and it could be like, oh, this is for just normal chatting and that sort of thing. So I might have to. Is there a Stream Deck Music Bee plugin? That would be very helpful. There's not. All right, I'll have to figure that out. But you are exposed and flee to a neighboring region. Lose any stationary resources, check a skill. A mortal flees with you. What new name do you adopt among these strangers? A mortal flees with you. Where's my thing? Here we go. Okay. Prompt 4. Time to hide in Switzerland. Well, it's just I take neighboring region to be like, it's just outside of the guy's barony. You know what I mean? Like I just have to, I'm fleeing the countryside. Lose any stationary resources. I don't think any of my resources would be considered stationary. I don't think I would lose the support of the loyalists from this. I don't think that's accurate. Check a skill. Check a skill. I'm gonna say I'm not bloodthirsty. The loyalists would support you in exile, right? Like fleeing. Like, could I lose the support of the loyalists? Absolutely. It would not be from fleeing the countryside. Do you know what I mean? Like that's like fucking monarchs have done that for forever. If anything, it makes the loyalists love you more. So I'm gonna check bloodthirsty. We've already fled one countryside. Yeah, you know, listen, we're doing it. A mortal flees with you. So I'm guessing we have to establish a new mortal. Does your dad go with you or is Oscar dead? Oscar's not dead. I don't take that to mean, I don't take that to mean that there's only one mortal that flees with, I guess, maybe. I mean, I think also the trick is you're not supposed to be traveling with a retinue. You know what I mean? So I think this is one of those rare instances where, you know, the game sort of establishes that like you're not traveling with a retinue, like you are explicitly a loner. But I think in this instance, it makes sense that I would flee with my father. And so like I'm just going to assume that he's there. Also mainly because I'm really setting up for when I have to do something terrible to my father. Who's your favorite servant? Saint. Saint, I'm just gonna you weren't here before the break where I killed our favorite servant in the first prompt. I killed my favorite servant. Just that was the first thing. Who's your second favorite servant? I want another lady. Oh, I like Viviana. Viviana Hessel. So I wonder if this is like a ploy by Kristoff, because he's like, listen, you can't be here, right? Like you've committed this murder like very loudly and publicly. You can't hang out here. You can go in the countryside while your powers build. Like just you don't need to be here with me. Just go off and you know, do stuff. And like I think we still consider him an ally. I don't know how he considers us. I think we still consider him an ally. And so I wonder if Viviana is Viviana your fake wife for your new identity? Oh, see, that's good. I like that. Fake wife in exile. Yeah, because it says a mortal flees with you. It's not like we it's not like we developed a budding romance. This is explicitly like, you know, she just left with us. And I'm gonna add the memory here. Because it's under Oh, do I want to forget this memory? Well, this memory is tied to Brian, not Lucas. Can we make this an alternate universe where homo/bisexuality is considered normal? Sure. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. I made it a lady because I was like, I wanted to make sure I was I was specifically having female characters pop up. You know what I mean? But yeah, listen, it's vampire fiction. Vampire fiction is fucking gay horny as hell. Like, vampire fiction is horny for everybody. That's part of it. Yeah, I think I just love me a fake marriage as a cover. Yeah. I flee. I flee the castle with Viviana in tow. I shall become Victor. To give my powers time to grow. I did just realize that I made it Victor Frankenberger. Also, our name saint is Nico Frankenberger because, you know, sometimes name generators give you funny things. Sometimes name generators give you funny things. Didn't we already flee the castle with the now dead servant? Yes, we're fleeing a different castle. This is fleeing the Baron's castle. So, Frankenberger makes sense as a name. It's just funny to hear in English. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those like that's a name. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I guess my name would be Victor Hessel. I wouldn't use my same last name. All right. So that's prompt 4. What's our next prompt? Wow, it actually cocked the die and didn't count that. That's so funny. That's so funny. Even the computer was like, all right, well, that's cocked.
Hey, yo.
Rose, hello. Oh no, just the list isn't updating. That's weird. Fawn! Honor the cock.
Fun and games. I said, what? Fun and games.
Why is it not?
Fun and games.
All right. It's an entirely different genre of fiction. Fawn, how are you? Okay. So it went away, but I saw that it was -1. I saw that it was -1. So we have to go back a prompt. Honor the cock. Rose, how are you doing today? A loved one discovers your condition and works to help you. Create a resource that represents their assistance. Create a mortal character if none are available. Okay, so I think this is my... Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, is this my dad? I think this makes sense that this is my dad. Like, I think it makes more sense that it's my dad than my fake wife. I'm proud that you'll outlive me. So we need to make a resource. Create a resource that represents their assistance. Create a resource. Discovers your condition, works to help you. Create a resource that represents their assistance. So it's some sort of It's some sort of maybe it's some sort of like mantle that helps cover the literal hole in my chest. Maybe provide you with an independent income. I mean, we're ousted nobility, so he doesn't really have a way to like give me money. Yeah, some sort of breastplate. Yeah, breastplate's a good idea because the breastplate would like have a shape. You know, a breastplate would have a shape. I like that idea. Fine breastplate. Okay, we have to cut out the dog ending music. My breastplate's got a shape. Yeah, so fine breastplate, parentheses, hides the hole in our chest. I think in you know, in my chest. Let's save. I haven't saved in a minute. All right. So let's roll the dice. 2 minus 1, that means we go back again. Prompt number 2. Horrified at your new nature, you withdraw from society. Where do you hide? How do you feel? Create a stationary resource which shelters you. Yeah, how do you feed? How do you... Did we flee to Munich? What's the text at the bottom we're ignoring? That is the second part of the prompt that we aren't doing. Because I looked at the map of... That would make sense. Yeah, because we fleed. So before you got here saying, so we were in Salzburg, right? And we fled, and I was like, oh, we would flee to Germany. That would make sense. And then if we fled again, then it's like, okay, now I felt like it was a little too reachy to make it to Munich in one flee. But if we're in 2 flees, right? If we've fled twice, two fleas, you starting a flea circuit? Yes. I don't remember if we can destroy resources. How do I want to phrase this? I know what I know what we're doing. Hidden away. in the alleyways of Munich, Brian Bear bears me, bores me, bored me, right? Bears me, bays me. I married the horse. To the countryside. I sate my bloodlust. I'm not bloodthirsty, but I'm not. I guess it's just, I was gonna say it's not bloodlust, it's more like bloodthirst. Matt, you're not bloodthirsty. Fuck. I sate my thirst on the small game in the forest. You're not bloodthirsty? No, I lost bloodthirsty. I'm ex-bloodthirsty. An abandoned country. I do like the idea of establishing a location. Does it say to, yeah, I have to create a stationary resource. So it should be a place. It should be a place. It should be a thing. Maybe like a farmhouse. Yeah, I think a farmhouse. Yeah. In an abandoned farmhouse, farm horse outside of Munich. Okay. Hey, mattcaulder, is it fair to ask? I assume you play D&D and most likely are a DM. I mean, I know D&D and I have DM'd D&D, but I have not played D&D for many, many years. Okay, let's roll the next prompt. Is that, yes, okay, it counted it as 9 and 1. It counted it as 9 and 1. I'm asking because I'm curious. Would a Star Wars Evil D&D campaign maybe interest you to join? Oh, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. For like a few reasons, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. You made me so invested in this, I'm not working on the art I should be doing. The Baron's footman to father's abandoned farmhouse. So 8 prompts. 1. No interest? No, I've no interest. Thank you though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 10. Like I'm counting. I just need to go to 10. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10. The stars pinwheel above you in the night. The seasons are a blur. You are as an automaton, unconscious of the passage of decades. A century passes. Strike out a memory. Strike out all mortal characters. Gee. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know? If living near Munich really did it to you, yeah, living Hey, guess what? You know that lady who led the revolt against my dad? Dead. You know my fake wife? Dead. I like that evil lady was misogynistic. That's very funny. That's very funny. I like the idea that I forget who I am. Do you know what I mean? I like the idea that a century of living this like just automatic survival existence, and my father dies, my wife my wife, air quotes, dies. I have no gonna just delete and not strike out. I'm curious if the game specifies. I think when you strike out mortals, it's actually easier to open the book because of how slow that PDF loads sometimes. I think when you strike out a mortal, like specifically they're just dead. And the same thing with memories. Yeah, it says strike out. They might want you to strike out so that you can remember. But I mean, it does say strike out. That's a good point. That's a good point. They use the word strike out. Out of character remembrance, even if you don't in character remember. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm with you. You also might be writing in pen. Yeah, that's also true. They do say you can write in the book if you're brave. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm just gonna delete it. I like the visual of I like the idea of deleting it. Also, I think it's fair to everyone. I think we can all agree that we struck out all mortal characters. We should also strike out Brian, because Brian is not an immortal horse. Right? We can all agree. But yeah, I like the idea that after 100 years, like, I've just forgotten who I was. You know, I have this crown that, like, I have a memory of. The loyalists are probably dead. I don't know about that. We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. People who love monarchs really fucking love their monarchs, dog. I think I want to leave it to see if it comes up. But like, I love the idea that, like, I have a memory of being crowned a prince. Of what? Who knows? Of who? Couldn't tell you. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I like the idea of losing that memory specifically with all that time that's passed. Family of the Opera to be short-lived. I like the idea the loyalists have had people trying to find you for the last century. Yeah, see, it could be a fun idea if it comes up. If it comes up, it could be a neat idea. So I'm willing to keep it around to see what happens. Okay. Next roll is 4 minus 3, 1. So we go forward 1 prompt. Am I living my vampire dreams? I mean, they're more like nightmares, Celestian. I'm scared with how short this one is, if I'm honest. Like, looking at it, I'm scared that it's only 2 lines. I'm really scared. How do you find solace from the raging hunger within you? You may lose 1 checked or unchecked skill. Ooh, I may lose. Coming out of your century-long torpor, yeah, where it's just like, oh man, something. You know, listen, it's like the vampire guy at the start of Underworld, right? You just sometimes you seal yourself up in a sometimes you just seal your up. We forgot how to speak French. I think I would only want to lose a skill if if it was something that I felt like had I do think I still desire to return to the nobility. As long as I have the memory about the mob and stuff, I think I still have a desire to return to nobility. My days are spent in a... No reason to lose a skill unless your Century of Torpor is really done away with the bloodthirst. Yeah, and I don't really think it has. You could argue, well, it's not, I could see like, oh, a century means you're not multilingual anymore, but that wasn't where it came from. My days are spent in solitude, in the dark confines of the root cellar. My nights are spent in a blood haze. Ego saw the title 100 Years of Solitude and said, that's me. Hunting to my hunger's whims. Maybe just a regular haze. Not a... Oh, I've been missing my prompts. Fuck. Prompt 2, and then it was prompt 10, and then prompt 11. Yeah, I wonder if we're on a fast track to bad times. I mean, we're a vampire. We definitely are. All right. 2 minus 5, we have to go back 3 prompts. So 1, 2, 3 to 8. You are recognized for what you are by another creature like yourself. Create an immortal character, lose a resource, and gain a skill. What did you lose to them? Ooh, okay. So a new immortal, lose a resource, and gain a skill? Gain a skill. Did someone steal the crown? Lady Vampire, because all of our women died. I mean, all of our everybody died. But yeah. What did you lose to the I got an idea. Magdalena's hilarious. It's someone who stole your identity. Oh. Ooh, ooh. So you lose the support of the loyalists. That's very funny. Do you know what? Saint, we're gonna keep that in the back pocket because I don't think I wanna set that up for an immortal. I think that would be tricky. But I really like that idea. That's exactly what I mean when I talk about like, how could we lose the support of the loyalists after all this time? Like, that's perfect. I don't know, it's really good though. You know what I want to do? I want to try to turn things around for old Victor Hessel, which is definitely my name now. This is Anjali Janest. And I want her. I think I give up the crown. Right? But I have a desire to return to nobility. What would I Maybe she's putting the crown in safekeeping. Yeah, I wonder if it's not so much like she takes it like I lose it, but more like she takes it. Right, yeah, like I give it to her as part of this. What does she do for it? What is she? It's a crown, you don't remember the significant stuff, but she's really interested in it. I mean, we remember that we have a memory of being crowned. And we have a memory of being driven from a castle, but we don't have a lot of context. Right? So I think it is one of those things where it's like, it's clear to us that it's important, but it's like, well, what she gives us in return is more valuable. Did she promise helping you get back in power? That's what I'm thinking. She's like, you give me the crown until you are worthy to wear it again. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm trying to use this as an opportunity to like turn things around for old Victor here. Like, we're coming out of our torpor, and I'm doing just fine. A noble title. Maybe she gives me, well, she gives me a skill. She gives me a skill, not a resource. So she like teaches me something, gives me a power. Does she train you to fight, give you magic, make you a political machine? Let me look up marks. When can we gain marks? Okay, so mark is something that comes up very specifically. So, this could. Perhaps she teaches you how to hypnotize. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, some sort of vampire-y power that is not physically embodied, right? So like not big bat wings, maybe claws or something like that. I'm just gonna put bending the minds of mortals. And then that can be as flexible as we need it to be. Yeah, that's a good, hey, we can use that in those, in those specific ways and the non-specific ways. Still leaves the question of who the hell is Anjali. I don't know if I want her to be a vampire. The game says that immortals can be any kind of non-human entity. And so I wonder if she's like, a witch. Yeah, I was thinking like a dryad or like a fae. Like I think we encounter her because we basically live in two places, right? We live in the abandoned farmstead or the forest. And so what do you call a witch you meet in the forest? Probably a fae. And so I'm wondering if she's some sort of fae spirit or something like that. Helix! Helix, hello. That's directly over my face. That's very funny. That's very funny. Helix, how are you today? How are you? Thank you so much for the resub with Prime for 53 months. Holy freaking cow. Holy freaking cow. Faye. She's definitely someone who values promises and deals, right? Like this is one of those like you give me the crown for safekeeping, I will give you the ability to wear it again. And then I think it's kind of unspokenly understood that when it comes time to when I come to claim the crown, I'm going to give up something. I tire of labor, it was a good shift and I'm good exhausted, but it's the principle. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, listen, it could be fine and you're still like, I'm sick of this shit. That's totally fair. That's totally understandable. Yeah, Faye, I'm gonna put witch in parentheses. Traded the crown for the power to wear it. Yeah. And now we need to wait on a bus to get home where a glass of red is waiting for me. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. I'm gonna take this empty memory. Ooh, actually, let's pair the memory of losing the crown with the memory of gaining the crown. Anjali takes the crown from my trembling hands. It's funny how I haven't had to spell some of these words for so long. Placing it in the hollow of a tree. Just give you a vision of being coronated once again. So what exactly are you doing? Helix, this is, we're playing 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, a solo TTRPG about being a 1,000-year-old vampire. And the struggles inherent in that with being a parasitic creature, a creature that lives for a long time, a creature that still kind of lives with the need of human connection. Yeah, stuff's going wild, but I'm having a great time. So, I swell with the I don't know how you spell that. Oh, one E. Nope. With the visions of taking my father's throne. Yeah. Yeah. And that reads well with the memory too. I still have this considering I haven't tuned into Poppy after dark. Well, that's good. I'm glad the extra stuff isn't fucking up people's streaks. All right. Hang on. New roll, new prompt. The dice are very iffy. Let me tell you. The dice are very iffy. Come on, duder. 2 minus 10. That is another 8. That's another 8 prompts. So we want prompt number 16 because I can do math. 9, 10. It's hard to read, so I'm actually having to count. 12, 13, 14, 15. Prompt 16. Some mortals have banded together to hunt you, well armed and wise to your tricks. How do you defeat or evade them? Create a mortal hunter related to one of your checked skills. Check a skill. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yep. Prompt 8 and then prompt 16. Okay, so a group of hunters have banded together. Mortal. Lucas's descendants becoming vampire hunters. Dang. It's related to a skill. Related to a check. Oh yeah, related to bloodthirsty. Oh man. I don't, Lucas wasn't old enough to have descendants, but it could be people that were at the castle at the time. Descendants of Teresa. I forgot who Teresa was. That's why this is the perfect game for me. It's not on the sheet. Completely forgotten. Completely forgotten. Oh, the lady who led the mob. Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Does it say monster hunters? To have banded together to hunt me. So gosh, it's been a century since. It's been at least a century since that. Does it say we can cross out characters when it would make sense to? Might be agents of whatever regime took power when your father was forced out. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're hunting me because of Kristoff.
Well, I've tried with all my might to do.
There's an impetus mythology to take your family and their supporters out. Yeah, I wonder if they just think I'm like a third line bastard son or something, and it's more about like taking out the bloodline. And maybe they're hunting maybe they're hunting like my father's bones. It's related to a skill, not a person. That's a good point. I'm trying to think like, yeah, that would be, what Sage is saying would be related to desire to return to nobility, I think. And I think, yeah, it has to be a checked skill. Is that what it said? Fuck. Come on, game. So it has to do with, right, yeah, he lasted not even the first prompt. Well, so, and that's what I was saying. I was like, maybe it was because of this. And I wonder, like, was there enough strange killings over the years? Like, maybe this was the, like, extra bit that prompted the, yeah, this is it. I got it. Okay. Let's get some German names. Is there a myth about the blood taker of Salzburg? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, here, Gabriela von Kokagi. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the last name. It's just gonna be Diedrich. Von Diedrich. So I think what happened is the Count had always been, or the Baron had always been very careful with his feeding. And it was always, you know, like vagrants or, you know, whatever. And he'd always been very careful and precise to make sure that he didn't cause an uproar. And I like slaughtered Lucas in this incredibly violent, known way, which is why I had to leave. Right? Like, if we remember, like, I had to flee the castle. It was so bad. And, or rather, it was so bad, people just fled and I like hid among them. And so what I think happened is, among people maybe in the castle or in the village or something, like, I'm gonna cross him out. Because I think this is the story, and then we can see if this is true later. I think the first thing they did was overthrow the Baron of, like, right, they found out what happened and they overthrew the monster, and they were like, we have to get all of these monsters from the countryside. And so there was you know, it was sort of this inciting incident that took a while to sort of coalesce and form and become a thing. There was evidence, right? Like, once they were like, well, now wait a minute, what's all this? You know, there's all this stuff. There's this and this. That would explain this. And I don't think it's taken them literally 100 years to become vampires, or become vampire hunters. But it's like it's taken 100 years for that whole process to shake out, for them to, you know, again, air quotes, succeed, because maybe they didn't. Because he's a vampire. That's the fun of it. And Hunted, vampire hunter, wants to cleanse the world of monsters, of bloodsucker, monsters. Monsters is more fun. Monsters gives us a little more ground to play with. Monsters gives us a little more ground to play with. And I've been saying, as long as I had the crown, I would not get rid of my desire to return to nobility. And I don't know if this is the time to take that. Or if it's just like, I just get rid of horseman training. You haven't ridden a horse in how long? You know? And I kind of feel like it's that. I kind of feel like it's this. Yeah. I feel like it makes the most sense to be like, hey, listen, this skill has not been relevant in his life. You get on the horse for a first time in a century. Well, yeah, it's gonna go bad. Like it will be bad. People, you know, you're gonna have a bad time. So now I need a memory. Yeah, so now we need a memory and we need to figure out how to what we're doing. Anna! Anna, hello. Anna, hello. We crafting a story? We are. We are. It feels like you know what? We're gonna tie this together. We're going to forget Brian. We're going to forget that memory. We've forgotten all of that. You're gonna forget Brian? Yes. So does Brian know this? I mean, Brian the horse is A, fictional, and B, dead for a century, so you know. You killed Brian? No, time killed Brian. The passage of the stars killed Brian. Let's see. Gabriella leads a crew of hunters across the land. And then you turned him into a horse. Yes, I killed him and then I made him a horse. Leads a crew of hunters across the land, seeking my destruction. I now have the ability to bend mortals' minds, and this is legit fear. Why they're unstoppable. We should be scared of horses. Horses are huge in monsters. So yeah, seeking my destruction. I use my new, I break their minds. They discover that we are all thinly veiled monsters. Is that too heavy-handed? Is that a little too... Is that a little too like, what does a man? Humans are the real monsters. Well, I mean, the blood-sucking creatures that kill humans are also monsters, but also you know, give them all existential crisis is pretty effective. It's a question of what with Gabriella to do in the fiction afterwards. So it says, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Close this. It says create a mortal hunter related to one of your check skills, check a skill. It doesn't say to do anything with the monsters or with the hunter. So I'm just gonna say that like, she's like a leader, and I think it's one of those things of like, I hit all of them with the whammy spell and they all start losing their minds and attacking each other, and Gabriella manages to make it out of the cabin and like sees me jump away into the trees and is like, you know? And also she's immortal. Fucking, I just gotta wait her out. You know? Worst case, I just wait her out. Yeah, I think it's more interesting. Listen, I'm not against creating a character and then killing that character. I think it's more interesting to give her a chance. All right, what do we got? 7 minus 3, so we're going forward 4. So we're going to prompt 20. There's a great shift in the way society moves goods. How does this work to your advantage? Check a skill, create a skill based on a memory. There's a great shift in the way society moves goods. Is this the invention of the train? Like, thinking about the map of Austria, like it's all pretty landlocked where I'm at. And I think we can agree that boats to bigger boats is not a great shift. But carts to trains. Could this be when they started building canals from the Rhine? See, I just said like boats to big boats, but boats in new places. I have to check a skill. I don't have that many skills, dog. I can check a resource. I can check a resource in place of a skill. Water transport where they didn't have it before. Yeah, and that's a volume. I can check a skill more than anything. I could check support of the loyalists, and we can abandon the. Or is it time to finally check desire to return to nobility? Just because the loyalists are there doesn't mean I have to want it. You know, and vice versa. Just because I want it doesn't mean the loyalists have to be there. When did they invent the train? When did they invent the train? Regain your crown. No! Wooden train. Oh! Hey, what if I opened the Wikipedia page for history of rail transport and there was a picture of a cable railway in Salzburg? What if I unintentionally, in 1515, Cardinal Matthias Long wrote a description of the Reichszug, a funicular railway at a fortress in Austria? Motherfucker. A wagon way? The Fulton wagon way. Funiculars, because those don't require steam power. Right, it's like, huh. Metal rails were introduced in the 1750s. Yeah. And yeah, steam power was built in the United Kingdom in 1804. The commercial railways were 1812, 1813. Regulars use the weight of one car going down to get the other up. Yeah, I like this. We're very fast and loose with our timeline here. But I really love the idea of accidentally putting my vampire in a place where like one of the first wooden railways was made. Victor's just being fascinated with funiculars. Yeah, all right, I like this. I like this idea. I like this idea. It's silly and is not, he's a train guy. God, I really wish we had gotten rid of horseman training. Horseman training makes more sense here. Do you know what it is? Do you know what we're gonna do? We're going to lose support of the loyalists. We're gonna lose support of the loyalists because I think that was, we're gonna retcon very slightly. We're going to say we lost support of the loyalists in the last one, right? We've been linked by this monster hunter group, like as a menace, as a murderer. We killed one of our servants, and the loyalists are like, not having it. It's been long enough. Whatever. Get him out. Get him out of here. Right? Get him out of here. And then for this one, we lose horseman training. We lose horseman training because I think Victor just gets really into trains. Victor becomes that guy on TikTok. Victor becomes that guy on TikTok. Create a skill based on a memory. Victor, R.I.P. Victor, you would have loved model trains. Victor has vampire autism. That's what actually did it. That's what actually did it. I want, you know, I'm going to take off of memory 2 here. And I'm gonna take the skill. I want something like navigation, or like engineering. No, so it's specifically related to the memories of fleeing the castles. Like, it's specifically like the times that I had to very quickly move from one place to another place without any real specific guidance on where I was going. And so I want, you know, if we put this in D&D terms, I would call this like navigation or overland travel, orienteering. Orienteering. That's the word I want. I think, oh, I need to put this now, and I need to make a memory about this as well. I need to make a memory about this as well. I'm playing this the quick way. A reminder that you can play this like full diary way and be like writing out a bunch of diary entries and stuff. This is the first time you've been back to the Baron's Castle. I wonder, I don't think it's specifically about going to the Baron's Castle. I think it's just I travel. I think Victor just takes the train everywhere. You know? And you know, it's more of just like, I'm going to see so much. I'm going to see more than my father or you know, my father's father or even my father could have imagined. And when I was 150, I went on a backpacking tour of the Alps. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna connect it to this memory. I travel the countryside once rule. I do still yeah, I do still remember that, and I have a desire to return to nobility. As long as I have that memory, I feel like I can remember that I was a prince. By my forebears, with speeds never imagined, because we're being a little flexible with time. I wonder if I wish to rule this land or to conquer it. Meh. Control this land or conquer it. I think that reads better. I think that reads better. Yeah. I like that. Victor wondering if he could rule the rails. What if I started the first train gang? All right, new prompt. Sometimes it breaks and that's really annoying. 6. Oh, I thought it was gonna be low. Let me make sure we have the prompt. Yes, prompt. So now prompt 26. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's the same. For some reason, I thought this little graphic underneath was like a skull, and I was like, oh, am I gonna die? Am I dying? You accidentally create a vampire through sloppy feeding. Create an immortal character from an existing mortal character. Uh-oh. Why do you not destroy them? Check a skill. Oh, you know, oh. This is it. This is it. It's finally, this is it. It's finally happened. I have no desire to return to the nobility. I have no desire because Gabriella von Dietrich, I think she, oh, this is it. This is it. Okay. So Saint posited, like, why does Gabriella not die? Like, if you killed the rest of the monster hunters, why does she not die? And I think, I used my cool powers to like break the minds of all of her homies, so they were like killing each other. And I think I was like, I'm gonna feed on her as like a slap in the face, right? Like I'm going to eat her life to show what happens when you if you try to step to me, right? Not even just like the piece de resistance of the example, right? Like not just like, oh, these, like somehow he made these people attack each other. It's like, no, there is a monster. And I think I didn't know how to do it. I didn't do it right. And now she's been made immortal. And I think given the circumstances that I left her in, she realizes like, that's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know how she would justify it. And it's been some amount of time since then, right? It's been some amount of time since then. She's like, oh, being a vampire rules. She's like, being a vampire kind of rules. And we should be in charge. Like, we should, like, being a vampire rules, and we should do vampire shit. And we should, like, we should take over. We should be in control. She wants to do Vampire the Masquerade. Gabriella really wants to do Vampire the Masquerade. She wants to live as a shadow over the history of the world. And I think this, in the way at the beginning, I must hunt monsters. I must hunt monsters. I must become a monster to hunt monsters. Wait, being a monster slaps. Wait, this kind of rules. And I think this is what finally breaks Victor of his like desire to return to nobility. I think he sees like absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's like, oh, this was a person who, like, you know, I did try to kill, and that's understandable. But he's like, this power, this immortality, like changed this person's whole value system. And so, like, what might that do? What might becoming a king do to me, a vampire? He realizes that the only thing worse than being a vampire is to be a monarch. And maybe he doesn't want to do that. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. And why do you not destroy them? I think is a really interesting. Why do you not destroy them? I think it's gonna go here in this memory. And we love that for him. I think, you know, Anna said, where's the romance? I think they fall in love in a codependent, kind of the only two people that can way. In a way that's like not the healthiest thing in the world, but also how many options do you have? And you know, not in a bad way, like not in the way that like he hasn't been close to someone in more than a century, right? It's that thing of like he finally has someone who can begin to understand what he's been going through the last 150 plus however many years. I think, you know, in the way fiction is, they've both been very passionate about each other. You know, murderous rage is a passion. So I think they've both been very passionate about each other, and I think it's one of those things where I think she kind of sought him out as this is the first person he turned, right? And like he didn't even mean to. And so I wonder if part of it on her side is like, I don't want to make this sound like she's stupid, but I think like there's a little bit of romanticization. She's romanticizing it a little bit, where it's like she's like, oh, like one, like why did he do this to me? Like, what did he mean? You know, was this a test? Was this, there might be a she's my first creation impulse, right? Like, I think the romance thing takes a while, because I think it starts out as like, oh, you know, I think they meet just randomly, right? Like I think it's one of those things where I feel like this has happened in a vampire movie where like they're in a train station, right? And he's getting off a train and she's getting on a train. And there's that like that moment, that connection moment. Or he sees her in the window of a train and gets on the train or something like that. And they meet and, they talk about what happened. He realizes what happened. And I think it's a thing of like, well, I guess we got to hang out now because we're the only two vampires. And I would like to try to try to convince this lady to not kill everyone and institute a vampire monarchy. And then I think it's one of those things. I think this is part of the plot of Interview with a Vampire, right? Where it's just like they just spend so much time together. They just spend so much time together. They spend time talking. They spend time like, feeding. And I think those moments, push them closer together in ways that are kind of hard to break. And I like this idea because also it's, you have to have romantic interests, you have to have romantic entanglements so that when bad things happen, it hurts all the more, right? It's all the more impact. Hi, Graham. Hi, Graham. You can't see his little tail. He's right here. Hi, Graham. Okay, bye. So, Gabriella finds me in a train station. Plus now we have a literal enemies to lovers arc. Right. Like it actually happened. I have accidentally turned her into a creature of the night. Our passions for each other. Are once heated. Rivalry sounds like I'm mis-selling, like I'm underselling the the situation. Yeah, rivalries when you want to kill each other. Vendetta, that's good. That's good. Vendetta's good. I'll take Vendetta. Vendetta's that. Our Vendetta. Oh wait, here we go. The passions of our Vendetta changed to is it just to romance? Sometimes you don't have to be that fancy with it. Why do you not destroy them? Check a skill. I checked a skill. Okay, created a mortal character. Why didn't I destroy them? Check a skill. Great. Save. Amazing. Bringing the same energy in the bedroom you had on the battleground. But yeah, there we go. We did it. Prompt 26, so 26. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's where we'll pick it up next week. I need to actually pick up this game. I'm enraptured. So you can get the PDF for free on Tim's itch. You can pick it up directly on his itch page. Hey. Okay, that got a lot better. Let me tell you. That got a lot better. Hey, let me tell you, the Humble Choice gets a lot better after the first game. The Humble Choice this month gets a lot better after the first game. But yeah, you can pick up 1,000-Year-Old Vampire for free on Tim's itch page. He has a shit ton of community copies available. You can pick up the fantastic physical version, maybe in retailers near you. The sequel had a crowdfund not that long ago, and looks fantastic. I don't know if that's available in any way yet, so check that out. But yeah, really excited. Really excited to finally be sitting down and doing some tabletop like this. Really excited to be, doing this and Curios on stream. Ow, hi Grim. And just such a great time to be poking at stuff during October. It's so nice to be able to show off different stuff. I really like, as much as I love Scaretober and being like, hey, here's some horror games. I think it's also really fun to be like, hey, here's some horror games. Like you want different horror. Here's some different horror. And to be playing Curios, like here's some different horror. And just like exploring the genre regardless of medium. So having a great time all around. You love to see it. Yeah, I'm excited to be branching out a little bit. I don't know. I think we'll do this at least one more time. We'll see how it goes. I did want to do Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror card game as part of this. Hey, if we're having a good time, I'm just gonna stick with it. You know what I mean? I would love to do some Arkham Horror, but guess what? We could do that after, right? Nothing's stopping me from saying, hey, on Tuesdays we're gonna do Arkham Horror. It's my stream, I told Ionic this yesterday. Do what you want. Do what you want. So, all right. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody for being here and hanging out. I hope you had a good time while we told the sad story of Nico, aka Victor. I hope everybody enjoyed the fucking weirdness of this game. I'm excited. I'm really excited for it to go bad. I want it to go bad so spectacularly. I want it to go bad so I want it to just explode in a fireball. You know what I mean? Or it's death of 1,000 cuts. Like, or every little bit is taken from him. Because that's good too. That's good too. That's also fun. That's also fun. I'm gonna send y'all to Tempe. My wonderful, wonderful teammate, Tempe. Tempe is checking out the new Palea update. The like Halloween Palea update is live. So they're checking out the patch notes, and I'm sure they're gonna be playing some of that. So if you're excited to check out Palea, you'll have a good time hanging with Tempe. Tomorrow, we will be back to Resident Evil 7 for the rest of the week. And then Thursday evening, as a reminder, Aaron and I will be playing more Curios. We're gonna check out the rest of the letters, and then probably next week we will be going through them and sort of reviewing them and making our deductions and trying to figure out what happened and all of that. So look forward to that. I'm working on getting the first bit of that up on YouTube today, so that'll be in the Discord. So you have to be in the Discord to see that. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Please take care of yourself. Thank you everybody for being here once again, and I will see you later.